Hello, every meowie. It's the last Purr's day of the month, so it's time for Warrior Chats. I'm Taylor Felicity. I'm here with Melanie, Andrews, and Zay. We're millennials who didn't read the Warrior Cats books as kids, but we're reading them now to see how it changes us. And first thing that I need to say, Sierra, canonically first in chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, okay. As always, we start off with some pro-library propaganda. I don't have anything specific to say this time, other than we got all our books from the library. We love the library. You can get ebooks, you can get physical copies of books, you can get audiobooks. It's all there. It's all there at your local library. Check it out. The next thing that I'll talk about really quickly before we get into the book recap is a little corner of the podcast I like to call Tik Talk, which is where I talk about the things that people are commenting on our TikTok. This one's hot off the presses. I posted a TikTok today that was a clip from us talking about all the reasons why we think that Gray Stripe and Fireheart or Firestar should be a couple, and like all of the stuff that's like the shipping stuff. And someone commented, Call Me Z commented, and also followed Twitch like an hour ago. So if you're here, Call Me Z, hello. Fireheart and Gray Stripe are so extra in the graphic novel, it's insane. Like the way this is framed just feels so romantic. You two can see in our Google Doc. I'm going to put it so that chat can see as well, but I need to make it big. So I'm going to cover us up for a second.
Do it. Who needs to see us? They need to see
everyone
us.
needs to see this.
Okay, I'm pretty much I'm covered up. And then the other two of you are half covered. But this is from, I forget which book. I think the second or third book where Gray Stripe saves... Oh, it's Fire and Ice is what this is from, I think, where Gray Stripe saves Fireheart's life. And then says, Fireheart, I would give my life for you. You know that. And this is a very romantic framing. So that's TikTok.
But imagine it with a lisp. Fireheart, I would give my life for you. You know that.
That's not canon.
It is. It is. Listen
it
to
is in the audiobook. It is canon for the audiobook.
It's canon for the audiobooks. It's not canon for like the whole series. That's just one guy decided to do that in the first book, not knowing that Gray Stripe
have stopped him.
not knowing that Gray Stripe was gonna be the hunk. The main romantic interest, some might say.
Fireheart, everyone's calling you a little kitty pet, but I want to call you a little kitty pet. Presses nose to haunch.
Okay, so you're just doing roleplay now.
I'm prepping for that server we got invited to.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's everything. So, Margaret, you want to do the book recap?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good, thank
It's
you.
a lot.
Sorry, everyone, if it's just me talking for the next 30 minutes, because a lot happens in this book.
Oh, we're gonna interrupt for sure.
Please do. And today we don't even get to start at the prologue, but we're going to start at the cast of characters at the beginning and allegiances. Mel, I know you won't be able to see this. Taylor, I don't know if your copy had it, but for anyone paying close attention, we get the first reference to Blood Clan and the cast of characters at the beginning, and their leader Scourge. We do immediately get more information about this in the prologue, as a cat named Boulder leads Tiger Star through the streets of A Town to meet with Scourge. We later find out this was happening. Actually, I think it is mentioned in the prologue. This is happening during the events of the previous book.
Yes.
Then cutting back to our hero cats, back with Thunder Clan, Fireheart returns to camp with the body of his former leader, Blue Star, and catches the rest of the clan up on the events of the last book, giving the readers a nice, convenient recap. He also has a small confrontation with Darkstripe and has to mediate things with the clan when they see Stony Fur and
Uh-oh.
Foot.
Oh no.
Their mother.
Okay, you're back.
Oh, was I gone?
It started cut out. You started turning into a robot.
Just the last sentence, though.
Is his name Stony Fur and not Stone Fur?
Is it?
I think it's
I could be
Stone
writing
Fur.
it down wrong. I think it is Stone Fur. I think I wrote it down wrong.
I mean, I'm just hearing it. If you read it, like you would know it's Stony Fur versus Stone Fur.
I think it's Stone Fur, and I just mentally added an E. Y.
Or you pronounce, you think S-T-O-N-E.
I do mispronounce my E's. Yeah, I don't know how to say
Your E's
it.
is wide.
The very next day, Fireheart and Cinderpelt travel to Mothermouth so that Fireheart can lay with the Moonstone and officially become the leader of ThunderClan. He dreams, and StarClan comes to visit him. 9 cats in particular come to give him his 9 lives and a message one by one. In order, they are Lionheart, Redtail, Silverstream, Running Wind, Brindleface, Swiftpaw, Yellowfang, Spotted Leaf, and Blue Star. And yes, a couple of those cats never met him in life. For as high as the death count is in these books is, Fireheart's closest allies have mostly avoided such a fate. Really feels like they just couldn't come up with 9 cats that matter to Firestar.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
When they were like, what was the one that gave them mentoring? It was like Running Wind or something. I was like, okay, we're really reaching here.
Yeah, like what? Okay.
Running Wind gave him speed, I think.
Swiftpaw, either Swiftpaw or Running Wind gave mentoring.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was Swiftpaw.
Yeah, I didn't take close notes on it, but the 9, they each give him like a gift with the life, so it's like mentoring or like speed so you can outrun your enemies. There are a couple that are just kind of like not great. They're just like innate skills that he already has. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. See, I've got a couple StarClan haters on the call with me.
I just think they need to up their game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into how I feel about StarClan soon. StarClan does rename him to Firestar, but as they're chanting his new name, a hill of bones appears in the dream. Blue Star suddenly grows serious and tells Firestar that 4 will become 2. Lion and Tiger will meet in battle, and blood will rule the forest, as blood begins pouring out from the Bone Hill. Yes, you can probably guess exactly what that means, and no, Firestar will not figure it out for more than 20 chapters.
To be fair, he doesn't have the little thing at the beginning of the book that says Blood Clan is going to be
He does not have that.
Even with
okay,
but
about 4 will become 2. 4 will become 2 should be extremely obvious to like a cat from the 4 clans, and he spends about 15 chapters going, what the fuck could that mean?
And also he learns about Tiger Clan, and he's like, but who or what is Lion Clan? And I'm like, you stupid dumb fuck. I can't believe this.
Lion and Tiger? I don't know what that means.
Could that
I have to go fight my enemy, Tiger.
Nobody in
Tiger Clan.
Nobody in StarClan gave him the gift of intelligence, okay? They didn't give him that one.
That's true. And that would have been helpful.
He didn't already have it.
Or tell him what a lion was.
They picked the dumbest cat to give the gift of prophecy.
Yeah.
Just complete fool. Anyway, on the way back to camp, Firestar and Cinderpelt stop by to see Barley and Ravenpaw, the best couple in the books. They're very gay and cute, and Ravenpaw offers his help to Firestar if he ever needs it. He also goes back to camp with them to say goodbye to Blue Star.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys. My internet had a little blip, but I think it's fine now. I think, Marga, if you want to start with while out with his apprentice, because I think we were talking about Gray Stripe, that was still fine.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. StarClan is not shining on us tonight.
It's an omen! My internet going out is an omen!
But, like Blue Star, we will persevere and rage against them.
Nevertheless, she persisted.
Persisted.
How did we
Yeah.
not come up with that when she was alive?
Merch alert, merch alert. All our merch
I have
is
to get
blue
new shorts.
stars.
The only person we care about. All right. Well, out with his apprentice and Tiger Star's kit, Bramblepaw, one day, Firestar sees Darkstripe talking to a young cat named Sorrel Kit, who starts convulsing. Graystripe leaps in and attacks Darkstripe, saying he was feeding the kit deathberries, which Darkstripe denies. Firestar holds off on making a decision on what to do until Sorrel Kit wakes up and can tell her side. In the meantime, he promotes Thornpaw to a warrior, making him Thornclaw, and also renames the cat, who was terribly injured by dogs in the previous book, from Lostface to Brightheart, and she begins training to try and prove herself. And I know we all had a lot of feelings about this.
Yeah. I had some feelings about it.
Melanie getting audibly choked up at the recap.
It's really good. I'll get into it more later, but I really like Brightheart.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She's the best.
This book gave me what I was hoping we would get out of her arc after the last book.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorrel Kit does eventually wake, and she corroborates what Graystripe saw, adding that she was curious and followed Darkstripe out of the camp until she saw him meet Tiger Star's deputy, Blackfoot. Firestar immediately calls a meeting and exiles Darkstripe. Darkstripe, meanwhile, declares that ThunderClan is no longer his clan. Really pissy loser.
A real hiss piss kind of move.
During a chance meeting, Mistyfoot tells Firestar that Tiger Star is meeting with the River Clan leader Leopard Star every day, and there are Shadow Clan cats stationed in the River Clan camp. This is explained shortly at the next gathering of the clans, when Tiger Star announces that change is coming to the forest, and he will prepare everyone with the blessing of Star Clan. Tiger Star, as a cat fascist, fully becomes text here, and as part of making the forest great again, he announces that he is uniting the clans as one, and River Clan has already agreed to join Shadow Clan and become Tiger Clan, with him and Leopard Star as joint leaders. Firestar and Wind Clan's leader, Tall Star, speak up against him, but before Firestar can reveal all of Tiger Star's crimes, lightning strikes and a storm suddenly breaks out, ending the gathering. Completely unrelated to the recap, or the actual plot of the book, but there's a point where writing this and in reading this where I have to say star so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard to remember. All the stars.
So many stars.
Also, it is just now occurring to me as you are giving this recap, he's wanting to unite all of the clans, and yet a thing that you're going to get to at some point as you go on here, he was going after half clan cats. Of being like, you don't know where their loyalty lies. You're trying to combine all of them, so it doesn't. Isn't that better? Because they're whatever.
I didn't even think about that because I was just like the racism of it all. Yes. But yeah, it is so funny that he's like, we're all gonna be one clan, but until that point, we gotta kill all these.
Where your loyalties lie.
It's like I joke about it here, but like Tiger Star's fascism and like is actually, I think, really well done here.
Yeah.
It is internally inconsistent in a way that people like that are, like that ideology is. And it makes so much sense. I actually really like it.
Wow.
Like,
you heard it here. I knew Melanie.
Loves cat fashion, this one. You really liked it? Wow.
As a villain.
Melanie, I don't know if you know, but bad things can be portrayed in books and you can like it. And it doesn't mean you like the thing happening in real life.
Okay.
Oh my god. We're gonna get a bunch of like pro and anti-ship discourse starting.
Didn't even want to utter the words.
I'll say it. I'll utter the words.
Honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna post this on TikTok.
I don't want to see the shipping discourse around shipping cats.
We already kind of got into it because I accidentally shipped 2 related cats.
You know there's got to be discourse where it's like they're cats, they're not people, so we can't ship them. Like that's immoral. Like that's gotta be argued. You know that's gotta be out there.
I can't go to those stretches of the internet. I can't dip in those waters. No, thank you.
Oh my god.
Too late now. We're already diving headfirst in. We're doing a Warrior Cats recap podcast.
You're right.
Speaking of the recap, a few days later, Firestar sees his reflection in the water, but the sun makes it look like he has a lion's mane. It still takes Spotted Leaf appearing and telling him to take heed and learn what he must be before he starts to think, maybe I should lead a lion clan. Not long after this, Graystripe begs Firestar to let him take his cats from River Clan, but Firestar suggests checking on them for now so as not to draw Tiger Clan's anger. Ravenpaw conveniently shows up at the right moment, and the 3 pals head out together again. On the way to the River Clan camp, they follow the scent of crow food and find a group of cats at a stream clogged with the remains of their kills. Worse yet, Tigerstar looms over all of this from the hill of bones that Firestar recognizes from his dream. From the creatively named Bone Hill, Tigerstar calls for the prisoners, and Stonefur and Graystripe's kits are dragged out. Tigerstar goes on a rant about half-clan cats not being pure and weakening the clan, just in case you thought he wasn't villainous enough already. He tells Stonefur he'll be allowed to live if he kills the kits, but Stonefur stoutly refuses, and Tigerstar orders Darkstripe to kill him. Even wounded, Stonefur holds his own until Blackfoot steps in to finish him off. Tigerstar decides the kits can live for now, and our trio follows the cat guarding them until they find the hole where they are kept. Ravenpaw convinces the guard Jagged Tooth that Tigerstar wants him, and they are able to sneak in and rescue both the kits and Mistyfoot. Their escape goes well until the Tiger Clan cats catch up to them as they are attempting to cross the river. A Thunder Clan patrol shows up just in time, and they drive the cats back for now. When they finally make it back to camp, however, Firestar is informed that Tawnypaw, Tigerstar's own half-clan kit, is missing. They track Tawnypaw's scent to the ravine, where it gets too hard to follow. Firestar suspects that she has left to join her father in Tiger Clan. There's no chance to do anything about this before Mudclaw appears in camp, horribly wounded and asking Firestar to help Wind Clan, who is being attacked by Tiger Clan. But by the time they arrive at the camp, the battle is over and Wind Clan is in awful shape, with almost all of them wounded and Melanie's favorite cat, Gorsepaw, dead. Tigerstar has demanded that Tallstar and Firestar meet him the next day at Four Trees to decide whether or not they will join him. Before they go, the 2 leaders swear to fight Tigerstar and act as allies to each other. When they give this answer to Tigerstar the next morning, he tells them that by sunset, the time of 4 clans will be over. There are a lot of cats on his side, including Tawnypaw, and Tallstar and Firestar are feeling outnumbered, even before Blackfoot makes a signal and many more cats come pouring out of the forest, smelling like crow food and the Thunder Path. This is Blood Clan, and in case you didn't think that sounded scary enough, many of them are wearing collars studded with cat and dog teeth. The scariest part might be that these cats have learned how to use super glue.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell did they put those on? And
we'll get into it, but how did they get it between, like, what are we, how?
Yeah. It's confusing. It sounds really cool, but if you think about it for a second, it's like, this doesn't make any sense, really.
It's thick as hell, and then I was like, wait a minute. How does this work? And then I just had to picture a Blood Clan craft night, which is pretty cute.
Yeah. I want to put a pin in this because I want to talk about it more, but also
yeah. There's a lot.
We still have like a third of book to get through.
Yeah. At this point, where this happens in the story, or it seems like it's towards the end, there's like 2 more hours of the audiobook after this, which is wild.
Yeah. There's a lot more.
This is fully 2/3 of the way through, I think. Like, it's wild. Tigerstar announces that from now on there will be 2 clans, Tiger Clan, and Blood Clan. But when he orders these cats to attack, not one of them moves until a scrawny black cat steps up and introduces himself. Scourge, the leader of Blood Clan. Firestar tries to tell Scourge not to trust Tiger Star, and Scourge seems uninterested in his pleas, but says there will be no battle today. This angers Tiger Star enough that he attacks Scourge, but the smaller cat dodges easily and slashes Tiger Star across the stomach. Then all of the cats gathered watch Tiger Star bleed out 9 fucking times, losing every single one of his leader lives. And yeah, we're only 2/3 of the way through the book.
Fucking insane.
Also, I think what the book describes, if I remember, is that he gets cut like from like chin to tail, basically. Like he gets like cut in half.
All the way down.
Not cut in half, I guess, but like, yeah. Gnarly.
It's wild. I couldn't fit this into the recap very well, but it is worth noting that Scourge's claws are capped with dog claws.
Yeah, reinforced with dog teeth.
Yeah.
Dog teeth.
Which
Like,
again, I have to talk about this later.
How?
Yeah. So vivisected, right? That's what that means, going down the center?
Yeah, but not all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah. It is
gnarly.
like actually I don't know,
Shocking.
harrowing is the right word.
Horrifying.
Yeah, just stunning. Like they just watch him gasp and come back to life and die 9 times.
And then realizing that while he's coming back, and then so screaming in terror at the same time. That's fucking hard. That's hard to watch.
Yeah. I'm really, really withholding myself from making a joke that's just gonna get me in hot water. So move on.
I want to know now. You have to.
Please put this in our personal chat.
Yeah, please put it in the personal chat, and we'll tell you if it's too bad.
Okay.
While you're doing that, continue. Scourge says that he'll be ruling the forest now, and the other cats have 3 days to decide if they want to join or leave. Wind Clan swears to Thunder Clan that they will keep fighting, and they all begin preparations. Barley and Ravenpaw come to offer assistance as well, and Barley reveals he was born in Blood Clan and left when he was young. He tells Firestar that Scourge's weakness is that he doesn't believe in Star Clan. Firestar has a dream and rages at Star Clan, but Blue Star tells him they don't rule the forest. They watch but do not interfere. This is enough to placate Firestar, who finally realizes that maybe, just maybe, he should try uniting the clans, including River and Shadow clans. So Firestar goes to Bone Hill, where the Tiger Clan cats under Leopard Star have made it into a real camp. Leopard Star agrees to fight with them, even seeming to want Firestar to lead. Tawny Paw also explains that she was tired of being judged by her father's deeds and wants to prove herself, but now is a part of Shadow Clan. The day of the ultimatum arrives, and the cats, Lion Clan and Blood Clan, launch into the largest battle we've seen yet. Almost every named cat gets a chance to shine, and there are a number of deaths. Gray Stripe gets to kill again when he rescues Firestar from Dark Stripe and ends the traitor's life. Scourge's deputy Bone kills White Storm, but before he dies, he tells Firestar that everyone can see how gay he and Gray Stripe are for each other, and that Gray Stripe is destined to be his deputy.
Yeah, word for word, that's what he says. Hey, everyone can see how gay you are.
Basically.
That's worded like, hey, your fly is down. Hey, just so you know, everyone can see how gay you are. Just a heads up, I know you have a girlfriend, but everyone can see how gay you are.
Hey, they are a polycule, and that's very clear.
Really, yeah.
I skipped over, but there's a part where like there are multiple scenes where Firestar's like, I'm gonna need the help of my closest allies, Sandstorm and Gray Stripe, and then like they're buddying up together, and it's like, okay.
When he's about to go to the Moonstone, and they both run up to him, I was like, look at this little polycule off to say goodbye to him.
It's delightful. White Star does say that Gray Stripe is destined to be his deputy, which read between the lines.
Read between the lines.
Between the lions.
Oh yeah, read between the lion clans.
Oh,
Merch.
we're onto something.
New merch.
Yeah.
It's me going like this. And saying read
the
between the
lion
lion clans.
And we take from PBS between the lions, like
Yeah.
that kind of artwork,
Mhm.
and we get sued by them. So
Yeah, I don't think they will sue us because I
No?
hate to break it to you, but PBS kind of
Yeah,
isn't
they're
a
not.
thing anymore.
what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
I mean, it's still kind of a thing, but it's kind of not a thing.
Yeah,
I hate that I'm learning that this way.
Yeah, but
I guess
good news for our merch though.
Yeah, our
I
merch is
guess,
fine.
yeah, it's all been worth it.
We won't get sued. We will get thrown in prison later.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, just the concept of this podcast. We've
Yeah,
said
well,
so many incriminating
weird.
things.
The trial's just this.
Yeah. Which, that's like kind of a punishment for the people who are judging us, that they have to watch all the episodes of Warrior Chats, something they stand so strongly against.
Look at how gay and autistic these three are.
Everyone can see how gay they are. Although I might not be autistic, okay?
Yeah,
Put
you might
that
not
on the
be.
record. I might have something else wrong.
Wrong.
There's nothing wrong.
Okay,
Okay, wait, no, I am autistic, so it's okay for me to say that.
You might not be though. Maybe it's really bad for you to say that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know, maybe not.
Okay.
Something
well.
else wrong with me.
No, it was like that one video where the person, people say, "Are you autistic?" and he says, "I sure hope so. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on." That's what I meant.
That could be the tagline for this podcast.
Oh, my husband said that he can be our legal counsel. If that helps us.
Oh,
Wow.
I
He has no legal training, but that's fine.
okay.
Oh, Taylor. I've seen what you said in our chat. I think you should say it.
I don't think the timing is right anymore. Let's get back to the recap.
I might. We might not want to say that one.
I think it's funny.
Guys,
It's
if
funny,
you
I
want to
just-
be
you might
privy
have
to
to say it.
all my questionable jokes, make friends with me. I'll
Yeah.
DM it to you. Okay.
All right. We only got a
Source,
little bit
I am
of this
one.
recap left.
Yeah, someone in chat just said all Warriors fans are neurodivergent. Source, I am one. Call me
Best
Z.
start believing in autism. You're in one.
You're in one.
Yeah, well.
Also, since
Leave that
we
now.
mentioned
Leave that.
since we mentioned Call Me Z, I don't want to forget this. They said earlier in chat, it's shown in the Rise of Scourge that the teeth are stuck between the collar and neck and are angled so that they tear through the collar. So that's how the.
Okay.
That's
But does it
how-
explain how they reinforce their
Yeah, that's
claws?
still confusing to me.
Like, how are they doing that? Especially when they're like leaving their sick and elderly.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not taking care of each other, how are they? Are they helping each other do that? I
They're
guess.
going to Turkey, and there's actually a
Oh.
procedure that could be done.
I love the mental image of them with their little paws shoving the teeth up there.
Yeah.
In the right spot.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at?
We
yeah,
really need to lock in because there's only like 3 more paragraphs left.
We're almost there. Almost there. White Storm has died. He tells Firestar that Gray Stripe should be his deputy, and Firestar immediately takes his advice, naming a new deputy in the middle of the battle, which is wild, but okay.
Yeah.
The apprentice cats avenge White Storm and kill Bone. Firestar finally finds Scourge and attacks, but is outmatched and feels a life leave him. once you lose a life, StarClan comes to chat with you, and Firestar begs to be sent right back to the battle. But before they do that, the cats as one tell them that there were never 4 clans in the forest. There were 5. What this means, and what Barley apparently meant, was that Scourge has no idea that leader cats get 9 lives and is stunned when Firestar returns. Once he recovers, Scourge tries to pull the same move that he used to kill Tiger Star on Firestar. But our hero dodges and pulls out his old move, going after Scourge's belly and killing him. And since Scourge is a town cat, he only gets 1 life. After this, the battle quickly ends with Blood Clan cats fleeing. Lion Clan splits back up into 4 clans. Mistyfoot returns to River Clan with Gray Stripes kits and is named Deputy. Blackfoot is named the new leader of Shadow Clan because Star Clan forbid they choose a cat who's not straight up evil. And there are losses mourned on all sides, but with Blood Clan routed, all is right with the forest again.
So, Scourge didn't realize that leaders get 9 lives. What did he think was happening with Tiger Star when he kept on coming back and dying and coming back and dying? What did he think was up? Was he not paying attention?
I also wondered about
could
that.
It's been agonizing. Like, if you don't know, maybe it just looked like he was, like, convulsing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Scourge isn't a doctor. He doesn't know cat's dead.
Also,
Right.
maybe he was,
And
like,
it's not like-
facing
it's not
away. Like, he, like, did it, and then he was, like, looking at everyone else.
I think he is. I don't remember the exact text, but I feel like there's a part, like, in my head at least, he's so casual about this that he's just not paying attention to Tiger Star guys. He's dead. I don't even need to look.
Listen, he's scary, but also kind of cool, right? It's pretty cool to be a scraggly little cat. Like, it's really, pushing some boundaries in the forest where everyone's like, "Oh, if you're the biggest cat, you're like so strong." But he's small and scraggly, and I like that.
Yeah, if you're the most evil cat in Two-Leg Place, then you get to be the leader.
Scourge is a character I would have come up with at age 13. So yeah, he's sick. I love him.
Well, before we praise Scourge too much, Melanie, you had something that you wanted to do.
I do. So this was the last book of this first series, The Prophecies Begin, and I thought it might be nice to have a moment of silence / virtually share tongues for all of the cats that were lost along the series. So I'm going to list off all the cats that will sleep with Star Clan now. Redtail, Oakheart, Rosetail, Lionheart, Spotted Leaf, White Claw, Silverstream, an unnamed cat from Shadow Clan, Running Wind. It was a kit. It didn't have a name at the time. Running Wind, White Throat, Patch Pelt, Halftail, Yellowfang, Cinderfur, Night Star, Greypool, Snowkit, Crooked Star, Swiftpaw, Brindleface, Blue Star, Stonefur, Gorsepaw, and White Storm. And then the cats that can rest in fox dung are Clawface, Broken Star, Tiger Star, Darkstripe, Bone, and Scourge. Fuck off. Straight to Star Clan Hell? I don't know. Is it? What, do they have a hell? Probably. Not that we've learned yet.
Dirt
they
Clan?
get into Dirt Clan. That's like shit. Dirt is.
I know. That's perfect.
Shit clan. You heard of shit getting shit canned? You're getting shit claned. You're dead. You're dead. Welcome to Shit Clan. They do, I think, not all dogs go to heaven, not all cats go to Star Clan. And I think that's a point of contention later, but I don't know everything about it. But I have heard some, like, weird stuff about, like, there's a cat who's, like, kind of a villain, or, like, she's classified as a villain, but she's not bad, like, just stuff happens to her or something, and so fans are like, this is crazy that she doesn't get to go to Star Clan, There's like a lot of like contention about that, but I think that happens in later books, and I don't know that much about it.
Well, Scourge doesn't go to StarClan, right? Because
He doesn't believe in it.
he
I'm
doesn't believe
assuming
in
it's
it.
Christian rules where if you don't believe,
Yeah, you won't
you
go.
don't get to go. Yeah.
I thought it was very poetic
I
when
won't
he's
get in.
dying and he's looking up at the sky when that's happening, and like
Yeah.
because he's not a believer.
Yeah.
I wonder what will happen to Cloudtail.
Margot just said Cloudtail doesn't get to go to
Get
StarClan.
in. He's not gonna get in. He doesn't believe.
He needs to
Which
get
is
right.
wild to me. I love that he's like, I don't believe in any of this shit.
Yeah, it's
because
great.
his uncle has 9 lives now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like religion in the real world where it's like you don't really see firsthand stuff. You can like interpret things a certain way, but like his uncle died.
People literally talk to StarClan.
Yeah, people talk to StarClan. And also he loves Firestar so much. So like in his mind is he just like, yeah, I love my uncle. He's insane. Like he thinks he sees these visions.
I mean, a classic uncle
What a
experience, really.
Yeah, we all had that one uncle who saw a vision.
Yeah, well, I don't admire my uncles who are like that, so.
Well, Cloudtail's a little
Well,
bit
your
better.
uncles aren't the leaders of some clans, hopefully.
Well,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
we don't know. And that's why I don't respect them. Okay. Here's what I want to say about the tooth thing. Why is it... I'm imagining a cat's claw versus a dog's tooth. A cat's claw seems sharper to me for slashing purposes than a dog's tooth. They act like a dog's tooth is like, this is like a nuclear bomb, basically, in cat world. But
Well, they said it's so it's just like thicker and
was it
like
reinforced or was it?
That's what it said, reinforced.
I was imagining it was the dog tooth instead.
I was picturing them in between. So like reinforcing like
Oh.
But then
The
cats'
way they
claws
describe it is like,
retract.
I don't know.
yeah, using it
I don't
as
know.
like to scratch more. Like in between, I don't see it doing anything. Like it's written like it's a weapon. Yeah,
It's
Like they
Can
put
teeth-
it on their claws?
Like kitty caps.
Yeah.
Hang on,
The-
I need to get my
the weird
claws
thing is, like,
out.
Okay,
my
let me
little, teeth gloves.
My dog teeth glove.
Ugh.
The dog tooth would be sharper, but not better for slashing.
No.
Not like ripping or tearing. Like maybe for puncturing.
Maybe for puncturing, but even then, a cat's
not-
claws are pretty sharp.
They're-
for
Trust me, I know my legs.
Yeah.
My legs are all scratched up right now.
Oh no.
from a dog's tooth. A cat with a dog's tooth attacked you.
Yeah, well, I
Nim-
should not have let Jam get a hold of those dog teeth.
I just think it's
I didn't think you could
odd.
do arts and crafts.
Well, he is a kitty pet, so apparently kitty pets are like, well, but Blood Clan, I guess they're not kitty pets, right? They're
No.
just stray cats.
Do we think they took the collars from kitty pets that they've killed? And that's
Oh, they
where
must have.
it says that they did it say that they eat other cats too? Like they're
I think so. I don't know.
kill or be killed, eat or be eaten.
Yeah, it says that in the book. The
Yeah.
first sentence of the book is "kill or be killed, eat or be eaten."
Call Me Z says maybe they sharpen the dog teeth or something. IDK. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I
I'm
would
just
love to
imagining
know.
Scourge with like a nail file, just like leaning up against a wall, sharpening the tooth.
Hell yeah.
While we're talking about Scourge, what is Scourge's voice like in the audiobook? Because I feel like I
Okay.
could picture it perfectly in my
It's
mind.
so fucking good. McLeod Andrews is doing such a good job with this voice. It is like scratchy and like scraggly and unsettling, and it's so good. I'll have to do clips, make some clips of it for the
For the
Discord.
Discord. Yeah, I imagined it. I'm not gonna be able to like do the voice, but it was like, they said it was like a very like a high pitched voice that was like kind of soft and menacing and like scratchy, and I was just like, and we also know these cats are British, so obviously in my mind, Scourge has a British accent.
Oh, McLeod does not do that.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I was just imagining like a very like Guy Ritchie-esque like,
Oh my god.
there'll be no battle today. It's like how I was imagining his voice. My cats only attack on my command. That's how I was imagining it.
Should we get him to voice Scourge in an animated adaptation?
Guy Ritchie?
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I'll ask.
What's he doing right now? You know?
Yeah.
You can't be that busy.
Okay. I feel like I'm all over the place right now, so what do we want to talk about next?
I don't know.
I did want to know how Melanie thought when Gorsepaw died.
Oh, yes.
But apparently someone missed this.
Yeah, so my experience of Gorsepaw dying was hearing Morning Flower be like, I'm gonna avenge my son, and I was like, huh? What? Because I listen to this while I'm working, and sometimes I'm zoned in on something else, and I missed the part where they talked about that. So I was like, huh, I wonder if that was Gorsepaw. And then it came back around to be like, avenging Gorsepaw, and I'm like, oh, okay. I feel bad for saying he had the worst voice I've heard.
That's why the voice was so bad, because McLeod was like, well, I'm only gonna have to do this like twice.
But also, speaking of fucking Gorse, so we joked about it before that the Gorse was going to come back so fucking quick, and the Gorse tunnel's back! Even though there's ash all around still, the Gorse tunnel is back, and better than ever, baby.
Yeah, burn the gourd.
Yeah. It was back last book. The Gorse tunnel, like, immediately was back. I guess
keep that thing down.
It must have, in my mind, it must just be, like, because it's, like, such a big, like, bush that the foliage of it got burnt off, but the, don't raise your eyebrows when I say such a big bush, okay? I'm just trying to talk.
I didn't say anything.
Not everything can be an innuendo, Melody.
I'm just trying to appreciate.
We don't have enough time.
A big bush. I don't know.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I think the base of it was still there, and maybe the leaves and flowers just came back.
Yeah, we found out, I think, was it between the last book and this one, that Gorse actually is so gorgeous with the yellow flowers.
Oh, yeah. Also, I looked something up because I noticed the books have the maps at the beginning, which, Melanie, I guess you don't get this since you listen to the audiobooks.
Yeah, which the fact that I listen to audiobooks, I didn't know that it was called Blood Clan. So at the very end, when he calls them, when Tigerstar calls that clan in, and it's like Blood Clan, that's a reveal for me. I didn't know about that. I just knew that he talked to Scourge and all that at the beginning.
Sometimes I don't read the like cast of characters at the beginning, because sometimes there have been times where it has had spoilers, I think accidentally. I kind of wish it was at the back of the book. But there's maps, which I have this edition now, which has a different map. But there's like the cat view of the map, and then there's the human view.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you can see how they're different.
If I come over before you return that, I need to look at that.
Yeah, you can.
I love a map.
So in cat view, we've talked about this before, there's the area marked as Carrion Place, and it's kind of hard to tell from the map what it is. And then on the human map, it just says North Allerton Amenity Tip, which I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then this time when I was reading the book, I was like, maybe I should just look up what that is. An amenity, I guess, is British for a dump. So it is which we kind of knew because they've talked about like the crow food and stuff like that, but that is just what it is. It's a dump. And that's where a lot of the rogue cats, I guess, live. Also, while we're talking about the front matter of the book, it's really funny to me that the descriptions in the beginning of the book describe cats as handsome or beautiful. Not all the cats, just some of
Only the
them.
handsome, beautiful ones.
Some of them are really pretty, and we all need to know that.
Yeah,
From the-
yeah. Some of them are just normal. Firestar, of course, is handsome, described as a handsome ginger Tom. Um, and then I think Frost Fur is described as a beautiful white she-cat with blue eyes. And is, I guess, like Sandstorm? Sandstorm is not called beautiful. She's just called a pale ginger she-cat. So, so Firestar's, she's kind of out of her
PC's
league.
past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot, a leader.
I'm trying to see if there's, I
Is,
think
however,
there's,
dumb as shit. So
yeah, that's true.
well,
Yeah. Oh, and
Does that make
Dappletail
him a
is,
himbo?
I think he is the definition of a himbo.
Yeah,
I think. Dappletail is described as a once pretty tortoiseshell
That sucks
she-cat.
so
Yeah,
bad.
fucked up.
but she's old
Makes me
now.
sad.
So. Yeah, those are the ones in ThunderClan who are canonically hot.
A real Grisabella, that Dappletail.
Yeah, true.
Okay, we got to get into this. Who
Yeah.
wants to start off? I can go through my stuff. We can go through. I don't know what do we want to do.
I've been going through some of mine. I'm just kind of.
Yeah, I've got just a couple if you want me to
Yeah.
run through.
Yeah.
Go through.
So I put a reference in here just for me, but I asked StarClan, the Uatu of the Warrior Cats universe, because Blue Star says that they do not interfere.
Yeah.
What do you call giving some cats 9 lives and giving prophecy and dreams and warnings to just frequently, couple times a book?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not interfering?
I guess so. I think I get what she's trying to say. I don't know how you could word it because they don't like the cats think that StarClan like makes things happen, which they don't. Like they don't send like the fire wasn't StarClan or like the dogs. Like StarClan didn't do this stuff. StarClan can just warn cats that that's going to happen.
Sure, but they are definitely like picking favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
This is making me realize, like, so in the previous books, Blue Star was having a real breakdown, thinking that StarClan was doing the stuff to her and her clan.
Yeah.
But then she's the one who tells Firestar this.
Yeah.
When after he dies and he's communicating with them, they tell him that they don't interfere, that there's 5 clans. Why did they not fucking tell her that, huh?
Yeah.
What the hell? That's fucked up. Also, it's very interesting that they, like, if they don't interfere, that's following the Prime Directive, right? Like in Star Trek, like you observe, but you can't interfere with what's going on.
Yeah, but they would be
I love
breaking
that.
the Prime Directive
Yeah.
by what they do because they are, yeah, like Myra said, they are interfering in a way. I'm trying to think of how they could have worded
Just
that.
like it happens in Star Trek. So,
I
Yeah.
get what they're saying. Like Blue Star makes that point when she says they don't rule the forest, but like
Yeah.
being like we just observe it's not I don't in any way I think a plot hole. Like this is just
Yeah.
some
It's
hypocrisy that I love.
yeah.
Like, we don't interfere. We will pick favorites and
Yeah.
we will meddle as much as possible, but we're not gonna like come back down there.
Yeah, it really makes it seem like StarClan are not gods, which in the beginning, and I think like how a lot of cats think of them is of like they're gods, but it doesn't seem like they're gods. It seems like they are like ancestral spirits that have are able to see into the future, or potentially they just can see everything and so they can warn about things because they are seeing the setup for things, I guess. Like, maybe they had already seen the... Okay, also, should have called it the Bone Throne, for sure. Instead of Bone Hill. They should have called it the Bone Throne. But yeah,
Bone
maybe
Hill
they
is
saw that being built or
so
something.
ridiculous of a name. It's so, like, obvious.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. And also, Tiger Clan is stupid. Like, when they said, like, oh, it's my clan is now called Tiger Clan, I like, put the book down and I was like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, if his name weren't Tiger Claw or Tiger Star, it would be less stupid. But it's like, yeah, I'm starting a new clan. It's Taylor Clan. It's so dumb.
Well, hold on now. Tell me more about Taylor
Have you
Clan.
thought about that? Have you? Maybe,
We like to
maybe
kill
think about that.
kittens.
Oh, that
that's-
seems bad.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
main thing.
I'm out, actually. I mean, they set it up before with, like, Tiger Clan and Lion Clan. There are
Yes.
references earlier books.
Yeah.
But it is, you are right that it is. I like Tiger Star claiming, like, an old name to, like,
Yeah.
bring power back to the forest or whatever. But it is
Yeah.
ridiculous that it is just his name.
Yeah. It made me go like,
Yeah.
they should not have named him Tiger, whatever.
Yeah.
And Leopard Star's like, yeah, I'll be co-leader with you of the clan named after you. Like,
Do you think that there's a moment where she's like, it could be, Leopard Clan? Maybe?
no, that's
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
No, you're
Tigers
right.
are way
About Leopard
cooler
Clan.
than leopards.
Do we have anything more to say about this? Because I'm going to pivot to something else. If not.
I don't think so.
Speaking of Bone Hill, do we think that Firestar and Sandstorm fuck that night before the big battle?
I thought we were. So here's the thing. I don't.
Yeah.
It's only because we get, like, in character from the moment she enters the den to when she
Yeah.
falls asleep. Like, we see
Unless
it.
they wake up at 4 a.m. and fool around a little and then go
Like
back
some
to
people
sleep.
do. Yeah.
That's how human beings used to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Firestar is like, I don't want to be alone tonight. And then also they share a rabbit together, which is pretty symbolic of fucking. So,
Is it?
yeah. Going
Rabbits
at it like
are.
rabbits.
Yeah, yeah. Not eating rabbits together.
Not eating rabbits, but they're eating a rabbit, which is symbolic of
Yes. Yeah. I understand. I thought you meant
Okay,
eating a
okay.
rabbit together.
Not eating rabbit is the act of eating rabbit is not what is symbolic of
I
fucking.
got my rabbit
I
ate last
get
night,
where
if you
you're
know
going.
what I mean.
I was not going to ask. I'm glad that you did clarify because I was not going to ask you to explain further. I did not want to know. I really thought that when he said, like, I don't want to be alone, I was like, yeah, all right. And then we don't even get a fade to black. And I was
No.
extremely disappointed, frankly. Like, I honestly thought we were going to get a fade to black and then...
Did you just see him fucking
yeah,
shaking hands with
yeah.
eating rabbits in chat?
yeah. Incredible. I lost my train of thought.
Whale Shark Galaxy.
I thought-
You distracted us.
Yeah, I thought that we were going to get, like, a fade to black and then, like, I'm pregnant towards the end, like in the
I
last
thought-
battle.
Yes.
There was
I
a
thought that too.
conversation. She said something like she was like in a mood or something, and I thought she was gonna tell him that she was pregnant, but then she said, "I'm worried about dying" or something. I don't remember. And I was like, "Okay, never mind."
That actually leads into another thing I wanted to talk about, which is like gender stuff with the clan. Previously, like, so the whole thing with Blue Star was that she had to give up her kits if she wanted to be the deputy of ThunderClan. And because there's some rule with that, maybe the deputies can't have kits, or that
I
deputies
thought
or leaders can't have kits or something.
I think
because
they can. I think it was the timing because she had kits right when there was a deputy spot available or was like about to be, and since she
But
was still nursing her kittens because they were so young, she couldn't have been deputy, is what I thought, because the leaders do have kits. Like some of the leaders do have kits that are in their clans. um so I think it was a timing thing.
I
but there's
that
other
makes
nursing mothers who
sense.
like take care of the kids
But
too
they
that would
don't
have.
fight. The nursing mothers don't fight. They're like temporarily not warriors. So
That is,
I think the reasoning of the cats, which I don't like this, but, but the reasoning of the cats is like when you have kits, there's like a portion of time that you're like not a warrior or like a nursing mother. And then once your kittens become apprentices, you go back to being a warrior. So she could have been I think she could have been a deputy and had kits, but not, she couldn't have done that at that time. Like it could have been like, oh, I have kits that are now warriors or apprentices and now I can be deputy. Like that could have happened. Or she could have, I guess no, she could, but she can't be deputy while having kits that aren't apprentices yet, I think.
The timing of it all is pretty, doesn't make any sense, which I mean
Yeah.
isn't strange for this series.
Yeah.
But like, so so her being like, I don't know, whoever that was the leader at that time being like, well, I need to assign a new deputy, but and if you didn't have kids, if you weren't currently nursing, they would be you, but alas. But you have to call it before like a certain time, like within a very short window. So like
Yeah.
in that time she has uh Oakhart take those kits, which
Yeah.
is
It is
wild.
confusing. I guess the vibe that I got was not that there was actively a deputy who needed to be replaced, but just that she sensed, or there was a prophecy that she'd gotten, that there was about to be, and that she would need to to get rid of her kids to be the deputy. But it is really confusing. I'm assuming it's in her book, and then maybe the timeline will make more sense.
Maybe.
But
Call Me Z
yeah,
says all queens are on a 6-month maternity leave.
yeah. Which is
Six
actually
months?
kind of nice if you put it that way.
Pretty generous.
Yeah. 6 moons.
6 moons.
can't believe
Um,
the cats have a better parental leave policy than. Not that
yeah,
it's hard. Our country's given it a pretty low bar, but
Yeah, we're worse than cats.
pretty rough. Margot, do you want to keep?
yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of like being our country and being worse than cats, pretty a lot of parallels here in this book.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to me to see Tiger Star create an enemy. Like half clan cats have not been a thing, and even like in the book, it's kind of acted like kind of a new thing that he is like not something people care about a whole
Yeah.
lot. Like
Yeah.
obviously we've had a lot of there's been a lot of turmoil over Gray Stripe being torn with his kids and the stuff with Blue Star's kids. But like Tiger Star goes on a whole rant about how half clan kits are weakening the clan and like they're not pure. And it's just really interesting to see him create a marginalized group out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild that this book was written 20 years ago. And
By British people, though. So,
yeah.
So they know something about that.
yeah.
It did make me wonder, like, I was very curious if there's any Warrior Cats kids out there who read this series and then as like Trump was starting to campaign was being like, I'm feeling pretty ill at ease hearing the things that he thinks and feels.
Yeah.
Also makes me wonder if there's any Tiger Star lovers or apologists out there.
People did ship White Storm and Tiger Claw.
We did see that in a comment, yeah.
Someone commented that that's like a better ship than White Storm and Blue Star, which I guess, yeah.
Well, it's just like, you know, people like stormtroopers for some reason and will like dress up like them. Are there people out there who are just like, yeah, really think Tiger Star is so cool?
There's gotta
Like he
be.
is.
I mean, there probably has to be.
Although he does die like, sorry to say, he does die like a bitch. He like is the last things that happen before he dies is he's humiliated by Scourge, who is like, actually, we're not gonna follow your orders. His son is like, fuck you, I'm nothing like you, and then he gets all 9 lives taken away by what seems like, I'm imagining Scourge just goes like, whoosh, like it's a box cutter, like just very casually slices him open. And I was like, whoa, this is a humbling way to go out. So hard
Yeah.
hard to really like someone that's their that's the way they go out.
Do you think there'll be parallels with current day America?
You have to stop.
That's me in the chat.
I'm just
You have to stop. I don't want my Twitch channel to be destroyed for a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke, FBI. It's a joke. I swear.
That actually does bring up a really good point, though, or like on that topic, where I think I deviate from the two of you the most. I'm kind of disappointed by the ending in that regard. Let me say, Scourge is so cool. That moment when Tiger Star dies, I literally put down the book and said out loud, holy shit, and then bugged my partner until they would let me explain what had happened, because
yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? That said, we get 5 books, 5.5 books, setting Tiger Star up as this big villain. Like, we're watching him the entire time. He's a constantly recurring antagonist. And then he gets killed by a cat who just got introduced, realistically, really introduced 2/3 of the way through book 6, who shows up, has a few lines, kills him, and then is the villain for about 100 pages before he dies.
Yeah.
What a twist.
I wouldn't have minded Tiger Star getting killed by Scourge, because I almost feel like it's better that he was set up as like such a villain, and then for him to die like that was really cool. But I was really surprised that Scourge died in this book. I thought that was going to be like the next arc was going to be Scourge. Like he was going to get driven off but not actually die.
Right. I kind of thought we'd get a I'll be back kind of thing, like Shakespeare. So I think that there was a moment where I was like, oh, holy shit, but Scourge is going to be the big villain. And then he just dies. I mean, honestly, the battle between him and Firestar is not that long outside of the stuff where Firestar's talking to StarClan. I'm of two minds of this. I'll talk a little bit more about it later. I think on one hand, if I am looking at it right now, like me at my current level and critical knowledge, I find it really disappointing. And I think it makes the book a little bit of an anticlimax for me. If I'm looking at it from my teenage self point of view,
yeah,
this is cool as hell, and I'm so on board. And these books are written for children, so I think I have to keep that in mind. But I keep going back and forth of like, on one hand, this is so cool, and the child part of me is like more hooked than ever because of this. On the other hand, it kind of takes adult me out of it. Like, there's a disconnect there.
Yeah. I think I was expecting that Scourge was going to be a villain for longer, but to be honest, I was happy when he died because I was really hoping that this series wouldn't end on too much like of a cliffhanger
Yeah.
where it was like, oh, a bunch of stuff is not resolved, because that's how so many of the books have ended, where I was like, some of the books felt like filler because it was just, I don't know. Like we've talked about some of the books being like kind of wheel spinny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was glad that it was like, no, you could read this series and be like, okay, that's it. Like that's all she wrote.
Yeah. I like that it kind of wrapped things up.
I do. I think I would have preferred that Tiger Star is just the villain. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a really compelling, interesting book there without Blood Clan.
Yeah.
Sure. Totally. That would have been good too, because that's what they were setting up for the entire time.
Mhm.
But one of the things I wrote was I really found the storytelling satisfying. Like that twist of being like, oh shit, he's just gone now, was a twist I did not see coming, and it felt good to be surprised about that.
Mhm.
I also felt that they did such a good job of like calling back to earlier books.
Mhm.
Like we start off our first book where Firestar is like meets Blue Star and like looks up to her and idolizes her, and like we end the series with him like burying her, which is, yeah, just beautiful kind of symmetry there. Also the fact that like he wins the day, going back to that move that he used in the beginning where he
Mhm.
fakes out his opponent.
love
I found that to be very satisfying.
Yeah.
Side note, about Blue Star dying. I was imagining, we learned that like one of the traditions in these clans is that when their leader dies, the elders carry the leader to be buried.
Mhm.
Um, and I started to imagine all of these old cats with like another cat on their back, like taking her off. And I just pictured being a human walking into this clearing and just seeing that and what that would look like to me. Like, how were they doing that?
There are some
So many
things.
moments in this series.
Yeah, there are so many things in this book or the series where I'm like, okay, I can't think too much about the logistics of this. Like the dog teeth.
Some kid, because we know that like kids will occasionally wander through the forest. Some
Mhm.
kid had to wander through and see the Bone Hill, and you're like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Which is really, that bone hill
Something
was
is happening.
scary.
Wild,
So scary.
absolutely wild imagery, just incredible.
Chilling.
Yeah. Oh, I do want Marka, your last note, since we were just talking about the bone hill.
I was gonna skip over it because it doesn't really matter, but they make that Bone Hill within like a day or two,
Yeah.
which makes you wonder. That's a lot of bones. What are the other cats doing with their prey bones? Like
Yeah.
that, so many bones.
Burying
What are they doing with all the
them? Do
bones?
they bury them? I don't know. They don't
I think
talk
we got a
about
lot of
it.
description.
Yeah.
I mean, they bury their fresh kill when they want to come back to it,
Yeah.
which
And
I
they
think is a bad idea. I think cover up maybe with some leaves, but don't bury it. That's
if you
where
cover it up with
bugs
leaves,
is.
well, there's bugs in leaves too, to be fair.
What?
Bugs in your leaves? It's more likely than you think.
Oh man.
I think I have some like short little things. I do like, although it doesn't really happen, I don't think in this book, but thank God Cinderpelt can, in theory, help Firestar interpret his dreams. I think he does pretty well for himself this time. He doesn't the clans thing. It takes him a while, but
He says who or what is lion? And
well,
I'm just Like, what are we fucking
but
doing,
he doesn't
dude?
know. He doesn't know what a lion is, really. He kind of does, but not really. It's mentioned, I think, one time they talk about
He
Lion
doesn't know
Clan
what a
and Tiger
tiger
Clan.
is either. But
Yeah.
like, he
But
does know
Tiger is
Tiger
Yeah, he knows his name. So he's like, okay, that makes sense. It should have been Tiger Clan and Fire Clan, in my opinion, if they were gonna do that. Given that he's a cat and he doesn't know as much as we do, like, he doesn't know about Blood Clan, so blood will rule the forest. That's kind of hard. He doesn't. There's no real. That's on Star Clan. They shouldn't have put it that way. He didn't know who they were.
I feel like you can figure that out, though. Maybe not Blood Clan, but you can figure out that, like, okay, that means that there's going to be like a battle, probably. Like, killing is going to.
Yeah. But I think that is what he thinks.
He tends to just be like, I don't know what that could mean. Any of
Scary
it is
as-
so
it's scary as
confusing.
hell.
I'm like, have you never heard of a fucking metaphor?
Well, he's a cat.
We get cat metaphors in this.
But does he use them?
I didn't write it down in my notes of things I wanted to talk about, but a thing I don't think I did. A thing I really enjoyed in this one was him about to go. I think it was either right before he was about to go to Moonstone or right after he was there, where he realized he's like, oh, I'm the same cat that I was beforehand. How am I going to lead how am I going to lead this clan? I'm exactly the same. There's nothing different about me. I'm still the same dumbass.
Yeah.
And has like a bit of a panic about that, which
Relatable.
is so funny.
Yeah. I really liked the conversation between Bramblekit and Firestar that we got in this, where they just... Firestar's like, okay, I'm just going to be honest. I love Bramblekit.
Yeah.
I think he's so cute. Did he get a new name? I don't remember. Did he get turned into a warrior? No.
He's Bramblepaw now.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Bramblepaw. Yeah. That's what's wrong. But he didn't get a name yet. Yeah, I love Bramblepaw. I love that he's so, like, serious and earnest and, like, very dedicated. I really liked that a lot. And I don't think he's going to be evil. So that's good. Because last episode I said I thought he might kind of be an Anakin, but he doesn't seem like he's going to be.
He's a Kovu.
He's a Kovu. A Kovu and not an Anakin.
Wow.
I also was really glad when they finally kicked Darkstripe out, because I was like, what does this fucking guy gotta do to get kicked out of this clan? He's pretty overtly a traitor.
You have to have very clear proof.
Yeah.
First person, evidence that he tried to kill someone.
Yeah.
He first tries to take Tiger Star's kits out of the camp when
4 times.
Yeah.
He tries so many times between this book and the last book, and every time they're like, hey,
we're watching you.
Do it.
I don't want to seem biased. So you're allowed to stay in. It's like, okay.
He is so wildly shitty in this one. Like, he tries to kill Sorrel Kit.
Yeah.
Just to be like, don't tell people this thing that I'm doing. After he fails really to kill Stonefur, which, side note, Stonefur has hot voice in this.
Oh.
Very good. Sad to see him go. Fails to kill him on his own, even though he's so weak, which just shows what a fucking wet dish rag of a cat Darkstripe is.
Yeah.
But when he fails to do that, he's then like, let me kill these kits that I know. Like, fuck off. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm wondering, do we think that his devotion to Tiger Star is a little queer coded? Is it gay?
Maybe. An evil gay.
Wow.
Interesting. I don't think so, because he doesn't seem to like Tiger Star at all. Like,
there's a moment where he's listening to him talk and his eyes are shining and he's like so excited, and he like,
that's true.
Yeah.
I think
There were some parts where I was like, oh, maybe.
I think Darkstripe is like those guys who give each other bro jobs, and they're like, I'm straight, but like we just do this.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that would
think.
Yeah,
track.
that's true.
Okay.
It's not gay if it's your clan leader.
And if I swallow, I just get more powerful because of what
Ew.
a real alpha tiger star is.
Oh, that's horrible.
Is that okay?
That's a horrible. That's a horrible thing to say.
I don't think that. I think that's what he thinks.
No, I just mean it's disgusting. It's disgusting that I had to hear that.
Throwing in, that's not what I think. It does make it seem like you think that. Like, no one accused you of that. You were just like, I don't think that.
Cum is the powerhouse of the body.
All right, I gotta go.
We gotta flip that. And that's the new merch.
No.
All of our merch is heinous. Okay. Let's talk about Brightheart, because we talked about it a little bit, but I know we probably all have stuff to say about Brightheart.
Yes, please.
I love her. She's so good.
Yeah, I was curious if either of you had cried during this book, because I wept because I'd hoped that, Firestar would rename her. But they had the naming ceremony and it's tagged on at the end, and he's like, I thought about this long and hard and I really hope you like your new name.
Yeah.
And they choose Brightheart, and Cloudtail murmurs, it's perfect. And it's so well delivered by McLeod Andrews, and I just love Cloudtail and Brightheart so much. They're wonderful. I totally turned around on Cloudtail. I love him.
It's so sweet that Fireheart gave her his, because he used to be Fireheart and now he's Firestar, and so he gave her his like last part of his name because he was like, a brave warrior, and like that's why he got that name. And so giving it to her, and also Bright is just such a cute first part of the name. Like I was on record saying I didn't really like Fireheart as a name, because I was like, there was already Lionheart, whatever. But I think with Brightheart it just like flows better and is like really sweet. So I liked that, and I did cry.
Oh.
I don't think I cried, but I got so incredibly emotional at that whole moment. And then just getting to see Brightheart like throughout the book training, like she and Cloudtail had to convince Firestar to not to let her train, but to like have a shot at being a warrior.
Yeah.
Because Cloudtail is like, she can learn how to still be a good warrior. Like she can compensate for her disability, and
it's so good. I love the descriptions of how she fights now, where she's kind of like snaking and going like weird, like not letting them get on her blind side. Ugh, so good. Kind of like Voldo in oh my god, I'm forgetting the name of the game. Fuck.
Voldo.
In not Street Fighter. How am I fucking forgetting?
Mortal Kombat?
Take Soul Calibur. Thank you. Thank you, love.
Soul Calibur. Did you say you didn't cry?
I did say I didn't cry, but only because Melanie asked.
Take us in chat making up a narrative.
I know, they're coming after me. Melanie asked me a question.
Too cool and tough. The other part that I cried at, I did cry when White Storm died. I actually cried more for that, because with Brightheart I got like very choked up and like teary, but not like crying. But White Storm I did actually cry. Aww. And he was so sweet. And even when he got named as deputy, and Firestar had the moment where he was like, oh, what I love about White Storm is he didn't like expect that he was gonna be made deputy, and that's in such sharp contrast to like Tiger Star. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's also such a good juxtaposition because it happens so shortly after Darkstripe gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
And to see the differences between those two, where it's like, good, goodbye, Darkstripe, and then White Storm just knowing that he was going to die.
Yeah, even like the day before where he was like, are you like kind of being like, I don't know if we should do this, but he was such a good deputy because he was always like, he would always listen to Firestar and he would always share his thoughts and like opinions, but like would ultimately go with his leader, like whatever he said, which is just very, yeah, he was great. I knew he was gonna die at this book because he was old, and whenever a cat is old, they're like, "Well, you're gonna die
Like,
not of
clock is
old
ticking.
age. you're, you're gonna die of something else." But yeah,
Damn.
another short thing I had is Ravenpaw getting into the prison was basically like James Bond because he was like very sleek and he came up and he was like, huh, I guess you don't know all the cats from River Clan or whatever. And like,
Good.
but his name is a child's name.
Yes.
So it's like I put like his name would be like Jimmy Bond if he was a human.
Jimmy Bond, Bobby
Name's
Bond,
Bond.
any child's name.
Yeah.
What else do I have left to talk about? Quickly going back to Blood Clan, when Firestar is first pleading to them to be like, don't listen to Tiger Star. Here are all the things that he did. These evil things. I was like, don't tell him. He's gonna love that. You're gonna endear him to the clan.
The moment that is like really fun there is that when Firestar does that, Scourge is like, "Oh, he told me about his whole plan with the dogs. He didn't tell me it failed." Like,
Yeah,
that's a
I
moment where he like
loved that.
loses all respect for Tiger Star, and it's so good that he's just like, "I can't believe that plan failed. This guy's such a loser."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna kill him.
Easily.
I'm gonna easily kill him. I wrote bummer that Firestar didn't get to kill Tiger Star, but I think Scourge was Tiger Star's first ever kill. Am I wrong about that? I don't think Tiger Star has ever killed another cat before Scourge. He chases them into the bushes all the time, but usually Gray Stripe comes in and kills them. Has he killed?
Yeah,
I don't think he has.
I don't think so. You said Tiger Star. By
Yeah,
the
you
way,
said Tiger Star.
Tiger Star.
Oh, I meant Firestar, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, Tiger Star has
I
killed like a million cats.
Scourge was
killed a bunch.
Firestar's first kill. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Gray Stripe gets a lot of deaths.
Yeah.
He used to kill a lot, but I do think it is Firestar's first.
I wonder if they'll dwell on that at all. Like, he'll be like, whoa, crazy that I killed another cat.
It's against the code.
Yeah, he gets kicked out.
Shoot, what else is left? We talked a little bit about how StarClan gives like the lives to the leaders, which I thought was so cool that we finally got to see what that's like. And I loved that it was one by one and that it's a physical ordeal to get it. Like, and it's a different physical ordeal for it to happen. Like, some of them were easier than the other ones. That was such a cool description. I really, really loved that.
Yeah, I really liked that too. I think I have that as my purr, so I guess I'll mention that more when we get to that. But I did like that too.
My last thing is that I have a new favorite cat name, which is Heavy Step.
Oh.
I think it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good.
There's we were talking before the stream started that River Clan has a lot of good cat names because they have Heavy Step and they also have Loud Belly was one too, which I have to assume is
cute.
like a cat that's tummy grumbles all the time, which is very funny.
I love it.
I'm not gonna. I have a couple other things. Some of this I could just post in the Discord because they're not very big things. But I do want to say I liked that Cinderpelt said sometimes a storm is just a storm, and Blue Star was like, we do send omens sometimes, but not like everything that happens is an omen. I wished that Firestar would have said the Storm at the Gathering was an omen against Tiger Star. Like, I wish he would have been like, this is a message from StarClan, but it's against Tiger Star. But Firestar's also not very good at showmanship and manipulating people, so and one of his big flaws, I feel like. I think if you're a leader, you have to know how to manipulate the people that you're leading on a certain degree.
Yeah.
And he's just not very good at that. And most of his problems come from that, is that he's getting socially outmaneuvered all the time.
He's not the smartest.
Yeah, but that's not even like smarts necessarily. Like, I guess it's just canniness. I don't know. He's not very canny. Do we want to move on to lines we liked?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yes, please.
I think that we all put the same one on here.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether that stuck out to all of us, which is that praise killed and eaten now.
Yeah, I loved that. This one
So
is
good.
another Cherith Baldry book, which I think I do prefer her writing because she has a lot more of that type of stuff. Like, every time there's been like a little catism that we've liked, it's been from one of her books.
Ugh, yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's basically just like no use crying over spilled milk, but for cats.
Yeah. My other one that I had, in addition to that praise killed and eaten now, is I was kind of right about the last lines of this book, because when the gorse burned, I was like, the end of the last book in the series is going to be, and Firestar looked down and saw the gorse beginning to grow back, which is not exactly what it was, but this like second to last sentence or something, or paragraph of this book is 1,000 secret whispers told him that New Leaf was stirring in the cold earth, shooting up new green fronds and rousing the prey from its long leaf-bare sleep. And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of did call it. That is basically how the book ended. So I liked that. I liked that I was right. And it's also a nice line.
Margo, do you want to go? I feel like I have too many, so I don't want to. I want to just power through them.
I have a few others. I didn't write down what context these were, but I like the line, "The secret that had been so heavy to keep would be heavier still than the sharing."
Oof.
Yeah.
Which is really good. And also, he wanted to absorb this moment into every hair on his pelt so it would be his forever. Another really good, like, catism.
Mm-hmm.
Just a good line. And then it's not a specific line, but they describe Scourge's eyes like chips of ice, and that's just perfect. Like, great description.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very good.
Just chilling.
Yeah. What are the rest of yours, Mel?
Okay. So my first one was towards the beginning of the book when they are first bringing Blue Star back, and the Firestar is, at the time, Fireheart is observing the kits of the clan seeing this happen. And the line is, Fireheart realized that many of the cats had not even been born when Blue Star became leader, and losing her now must feel as if the 4 great oaks of the four trees had been torn up overnight, which is just like, it feels like it really sums that up, that feeling of like a thing that you felt was permanent disappearing like that. So things that feel permanent that are impermanent, and what that feels like when you're young. There's a quick moment where before he becomes leader, and he's praying to StarClan, and he says, "Help me keep her clan safe." Oh my god, I'm starting to get sort of verklempt just saying that. It gave me goosebumps. when I heard that. After the prisoners are rescued from the bone hill, and Tiger Star and Firestar are meeting after that, and Tiger Star says, "You'll regret that day's work, Firestar." And Firestar's like, "Try and make me." And it's like, "Ooh, yeah, that's what I love to see our dumb boy be brave." It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write down exactly what was said, but when Bramblepaw is saying that he'd rather die than join Tiger Clan, that gave me goosebumps too.
Yeah.
Loved that so much. And then the last one, it's not as impactful as that, but when they're talking about like after watching Tiger Star die and being like, well, at least he's not around anymore. Bramblepaw's like, I don't think I'll ever be free of him.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. What a fucking sock to the stomach. Damn.
Yeah.
Good.
So what's your rating for this book, Mel?
My rating for this book. So I actually have to go back to our last our last book, which I gave 9 out of 9 lives, and I have to rescind that and make that an 8 out of 9 lives because this is a 9 out of 9 lives for me. This, like, holy shit. This is what I was hoping this series would be the entire time.
Yeah.
The amount of like fucking brutality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the next series we read keeps this kind of heat. Although it might build in the same way that this one did. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll enjoy it then too.
Yeah. I similarly did 5 out of 5 blue stars. I thought this was really good. Which I think the last book that I gave 5 out of 5 blue stars was the first book. Or no, not the first book. Second book? Third book. I don't remember. The other one that
First
I really
or second,
liked.
I think.
Yeah. I can't remember. But I only gave one other book 5 out of 5 blue stars. And yeah, I really liked this one. It had everything that I wanted. Tiger Star dying. I was like, hell yeah. I did know that there was a cat that happened to, that a cat lost all their 9 lives at once. I thought it was going to have been, when I was reading that book, whichever one was the Shadow Clan leader. Broken. I can never remember. It's broken or crooked. Whichever one.
Crooked was the leader
of
River Clan before Leopard Star took over.
Yeah, whichever was the Shadow Clan one, I thought that he was going to lose all his 9 lives at once because I thought his clan was going to just keep killing him over and over again. But it turns out it actually happens to Tiger Star. Not in that way, but... And I was like, yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, it is very sad. It is like, you do want him to die, and then that it happens that way, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your rating for this one, Margo?
So I'm, like I said, I'm split here. This one is either 4 out of 4 clans or it's 2 out of 4.
Your kid self versus your adult self.
Yeah. Like if you're asking my kid self, and I'll probably get more into this next time, but like, or maybe when we get down to our metrics, this series is becoming like a part of me. Like I am getting immersed in these books. So there is that part of me that's reading is like, holy shit, this is so cool. There's still the part of me that is able to, or has to look at this though and go, okay, but I'm disappointed that like there's all this buildup that just ends. So I don't know. I think it's either a 2 out of 4, or if you want to split the difference, call it a 3 out of 4. It's so good. There's also just a part of it that like I can't get past.
Yeah. You're gonna need to change your rating scale though, because as we know, there are 5 clans.
There are 5 clans. Yeah, I gotta bump that up now.
And there always was, and there always will be. It's probably not going to change at all.
There's probably not going to be more clans introduced.
Probably not. I'm sure. Definitely won't happen.
Who wants to go first for Person of Hiss?
Well, speaking of what we were just talking about, I'll go then because I have a thing about that. My purr is that this book had it all, baby. Blood Clan was horrifying and also so fascinating. I have so many questions, which we talked about with like, how did they put those teeth and stuff on their collars? The Tiger Star's death was so brutal and surprising. My sniff is I'm excited to see what happens in the next series. Like we're told in this one that there's only 5 clans, but we know that that's not true. We took the test and we are a part of, what was the clan that we were a part
Sky
of?
Clan.
Sky
Sky
Clan.
Clan.
So we know there's other clans. So
Yeah,
we're
and
being
Blood
told
Clan.
a truth. Yeah, there's Blood Clan.
I think they are saying there's 4 clans of this forest.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they
I don't
specify.
trust them.
Yeah, maybe they're more of the forest.
My hiss is I think Leopard Star should die.
Yeah.
The fact that she was like, when they're like, are you really gonna let like them kill these kittens? And she's like, yeah, do what he says. Do what Tiger Star says. Being like, I was just following orders kind of bullshit. Like, I think she should die. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let's go next.
I can go next. I loved the 9 lives sequence and the cats that were chosen. I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. I really liked, especially Brindleface's life that she gave him, which was about taking mother. It wasn't motherhood, but that's kind of what it was. And it was like something
Protection.
with like love or protection, and he thought it was gonna be like this kind of like warm, cozy kind of thing, and it was like this ferocious love and protection. And I really liked that because we talked about it, but it did seem like some of the female cats, the way that they're introduced as queens and like they're not warriors at that time, like I think it was cool that this specifically showed that the queens, it's not that the queens are like inferior and they have to be like kept behind. It's just that they're taking care of and like protecting their kits, and that's why they're not like going out on patrols and stuff. So I really liked that. Sniff, I love Bramble. Well, I said Bramble Kid again, but it's Bramble Paw. My book, this edition of the book, which is newer, has a preview of the first chapter of the next book, which the last one I got had that too, but I didn't read it. This one I did peek at a little bit. And Bramblepaw is, at least in the first chapter, the main, like, the point of view is from Bramblepaw.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that. I had 2 hisses. One, my first hiss was Cloudtail saying, "It's only your belief in ancient traditions that makes you think you can't be leader without dragging yourself to Highstones and back." And I was like, dude, he got 9 lives. Do you believe him or not? Like, this is so... And, like, just being like, it's your belief in ancient... I was just like, okay, whatever. Also, with Leopard Star, she's like, oh, take the bone throne down. And she's like, it belongs to a darker time. And I was like, bitch, yesterday, when you helped build it, this just happened. Like... Like, she was like, oh, yeah, I am a Nazi. Oh, wait, sorry. That was a while ago. It's like,
we all did what we had to do to survive. Listen, I only did it because I thought it would give me more power. Is that not okay? It
was a darker time. I'm like, what the hell? So I really, the hiss to that.
Ooh. Call Me Z says, can't wait for y'all to get to the next series. It introduces some favorites of mine. Please put in the chat who are your favorites for us to look out for.
Yeah. Takes' belief in ancient traditions line has big energy of that dude Vader chokes in Star Wars. That's so true. It's such a similar energy where it's like, you've seen this happen. Like, the Force is real. Starkland is real. It's not really up in the air whether these things exist or not. Okay, Margot, what are your purr, sniff, and hiss?
That is my purr, actually, is that we finally get to see all this like magical, mystical stuff firsthand right away. Like,
Yeah.
we get to visit Star Clan. We get to see what the process for 9 lives are. We get to see what happens when a leader dies. Like,
Yeah.
we get to see some really, really cool shit. And I love it. The other thing I really liked was how many character arcs get to like continue or reach a conclusion here. Like, we talked about Brightheart, we talked about Cloudtail. I love their stuff. We get some more Barley and Ravenpaw, White Storm. Just some really good like character arcs, either coming maybe not to a close, but like getting a good ribbon on them for now, or continuing. I really love a lot of the side characters are my favorite. Cinderpelt is so good in this, and we've talked about her before, but like she continues just to be the one who will just call out Firestar for being stupid, or like every time he gets stuck in his own head, she will bring him out. It's great. My Sniff goes along with that. Finally feels like we're getting into all the weirdness of the series. I do hope that the next series continues that. We get to see a lot more of like the weirdness and like the wild twist. Like, this book really had the shocks. And I hope that Brightheart gets plenty of page time. She's great. I love her. My Hiss I've talked about, but like there's so much buildup that just kind of ends. Like, it gets kind of tossed away and replaced with Blood Clan, which again I think is really cool, but it's also a little bit disappointing. I think it feels like throughout the first 5 books, we're like, there's a war that's building. Like, this is coming. It's like early Game of Thrones or something, and then it's just like, okay, but none of that's gonna happen. That guy's dead. There's a new villain in town. We're just gonna kill him in 100 pages. Yeah, I will go into that more. I already talked about that.
You hated this book. I'm hoping that a lot of the tension and stuff carries into like the setup of like the clans constantly, like the shifting alliances. I'm sure that's gonna continue to be a thing, especially with Gray Stripes kits still being in a different clan. Go over your metrics. I'll get rid of the pot while you guys do your metrics.
Margaret, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Warrior cat name. I don't have one. Not if I can help it. I don't know if the microphone picks that up, but my partner from the other room, the name I would like not to be my cat name. Hey, I will say, came up a lot less in the last month. Kind of faded from view. I feel like not a lot of people talking about it, so I just don't think it has sticking power.
People aren't talking about Pisses? Because I think about Pisses all the time.
I think we talked about Piss Hiss like 2 weekends ago when we were all together. I think it came up.
Listen, no matter how much you think that you're cleaning up Piss Hiss, there's always going to be a faint scent of Piss Hiss about you. Thank you about that.
Cat presentation level, I'm going back down to a 1. I did not bust back out the ears, not borrow ears this time. So I feel like that hasn't changed a whole lot. Cat mentality level also at a 1. I just relate more to the warrior bits on this. I'm still at a 2 for warrior level. That always is like a 2+. Hasn't quite felt like a 3 yet, but
gotta get at least one more sword to go to 3.
Yeah, I need another weapon or
some dog
a fist fight. Yeah.
Dog brass knuckles.
What if it's like Wolverine claws, but it's dog teeth?
Dog teeth, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Combine 2 of my obsessions.
Dog
my brain
teeth?
Will be the X-Men. My brain will be fully broken.
Okay.
2 of my obsession: dogs and teeth.
I do like teeth.
Who doesn't like teeth?
Everybody loves teeth.
Oh yeah, I've seen that show.
I can't think about that, or I will. My brain will go down that rabbit hole for too long. So my only other one is immersion level, and that's at 3, which, like I said, just I don't know. Part of it is because we're doing this podcast, so I have to be thinking about it for this.
Yeah.
Like we're doing the show, but like I also want to. Like I'm enjoying reading these books as critical as I have been over a lot of them. I'm just constantly like thinking more and more in Warrior Cat's terms.
Mm.
That's great. Melanie?
Love that. Yeah, so Warrior Cat name, no, but this is the first time that I am really wishing that I did have one. Like, we got to the end of this one, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be kind of nice if I had a Warrior Cat name? So I think it's not far off for me. I want it.
I've got one you can have. I'll offer it up.
No, that's bespoke.
What could it be? I'm trying to think of a equally heinous one for you.
Oh, I do want to use
it would be wild
in the chat. If anyone didn't know about this, there is Taylor created a Warrior Cat name redeem.
Yeah,
I have been doing each episode. Cinderheart. Whoa.
Ooh.
Just to see what it would give me.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me do one.
I think it would be
Holly Storm. That's cool.
Oh, that one is really good.
Margot, you should do it. Because you got Spider Whisper before, and that was cool as hell.
Yeah, and you did get Piss Hiss before, which is weird because I didn't
got Piss Hiss before, which is perfect.
Here's the thing. Like, I can't be the one who ends up with a piss name and Melanie not. The world would not feel right.
Well, Melanie's name could be like Yellow Stream or something.
Pretty good.
Wet
Beach
paw.
Spirit.
Did you just say bitch spirit?
Beach Spirit, which is bad. Bitch Spirit would be better.
Oh, Melanie, that could be you.
Bitch Spirit. Wow.
Yeah.
I got Maple Spirit that first time, I think, right?
Yeah, which Beach Spirit is kind of like Maple Spirit.
Yeah, kind of.
It's kind of the same.
Kind of the same.
Did you still have more?
Oh, no, I didn't say anything else. The rest of it's 2s across the board. Cat presentation level, I'm sticking at a 2. I did do a little bit more extreme cat eye makeup today, but I don't know. If I do a little bit more like contouring and stuff, maybe that'll be more cat.
Nose.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing like, did something with my nose. I am wearing my coyote molar teeth earrings. Just to be on theme.
Knuckles.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be on your
slice through someone.
Yeah, I could probably make that happen. Cat mentality level is a 2. I'm still, hissing at my cats to try to get them to stop doing the things that they're doing. And it only sort of works. Warrior level, I'm feeling a 2. I'm feeling a little fighty, but not a little bit more than I was last month, but not a lot. Immersion level, I'm at a 2. I'm not thinking about Warrior Cats as much as I would like to be. I want it to be just popping up for me more than it is for me to kind of go up those ranks.
Yeah. I'll start texting you just kind of random Warrior Cattish things to get that immersion up.
Yeah, let's bump that up.
Quick, look out behind you, Blood Clan!
Yikes.
My Warrior Cat name, no. Cat presentation level is a 2. I'm not wearing my cat ears on stream, but I have just put them on a whim just around my house, so I feel like that fits. That's fair. My cat mentality level's a 1. I have not been very cat-like. I've been like really busy and stressed out, which I don't think what cats are like. That's at a 1. Yeah, I guess.
When you take CC to the vet,
that's
pretty stressed out.
That's true. I do. Maybe it's a 5 then. Maybe I'm just a stressed out cat. My warrior mentality level is a 1. My spirit is broken. I have no fight. But my immersion level is a 3. I'm very immersed in the world of the cats.
Escape into fiction.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, let's read this book. I read this one pretty much in one sitting. I like read the first couple chapters, and then the rest of it I just was like, I gotta keep reading.
I did read the second half of this book in one sitting in an afternoon. Like, I'm usually a pretty slow reader anymore. It is bits here and there, but I got a Saturday afternoon and I finished that sucker. I was
Yeah.
in it.
They're mostly quick reads, I think, like compared to some other stuff, which makes sense because they're written for children. Follow us everywhere else. Melanie Andrews is online at Lemony Drews or Super Weirdy Feeling. I'm Roll for Felicity, and Marco's Wild J Blue on everything, I think. So, apart from that, Kitty Pets and Warrior Cats, that's our episode for today. Oh, this is where I usually say it. I should follow the script that I wrote, which says all the stuff that I was just scrambling to do. You can find us online. I'm everywhere as Roll for Felicity. Melanie as Lemony Drews. Zay as Wild J Blue. Until next time, may Star Clan guide you and keep your eyes peeled for Shadow Clan and Blood Clan warriors. Bye.
Wow.